Let's start with defining what wicked problem is. Wicked problem is a mass. There is no definitive formulation of a wicked problem. It's not possible to write a well-defined statement of the problem as can be done with an ordinary problem. So as the solution, there are no true or false, but only good or bad for wicked problems. Choosing a solution to a wicked problem is largely a matter of judgment. The search for a solution would never stop. Therefore, the planner has no right to be wrong. Problem solvers dealing with a wicked issues are held liable for the consequences of any action they take, because those actions will have such a large impact and are hard to justify. Global warming, energy, hygiene, drinking water, hunger, food shortage, e-waste, and more are wicked problems. All of them were not easy to be solved, and it cost many livings on Earth, especially human beings. So now let's capture on Mekong region. The vast region spans 6 countries. First, China, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam, where contains some of the most biologically diverse habitats in the world. There are more than 60 million people living in Mekong region, 5.2 million in Laos, 3.1 million in Thai, 13 million in Cambodia, 18.7 million in Vietnam, and more in Myanmar and China. Most people there were agriculturists and fisheries. All ecosystems like air, land, and water were the most important things. Especially Mekong River means life to them. So, if something happened and affect to the ecosystem in the area, it costs a lot. Their life could be changed. Next, let's define some real wicked problems that affect those people in the area. There are many wicked problems in the Greater Mekong region. First, let's talk about the most damage from humankind. People never stop leaving waste into the water. Even there are some institutes who try to decrease the number of waste, they are still going. Like this problem could not be permanently solved. Tons of wastes in the water not only affect people, but also all livings in the water or even on the land. But it would be good if someone see the opportunities from these problems and find a solution for it. And not only Mekong region will get benefits, but also the other areas. This is a good example of decreasing waste in the water. One Dutch boy had think big. His project was success with no harm for other livings in the water, and I think it could be adapted to use in many areas, and it would be better if you apply the concept of business ecosystems. A business ecosystem is the network of organizations including all parties, and involved in the delivery of a specific product or service through both competition and cooperation. The idea is that each entity in the ecosystem affects and affected by the others, creating a constantly evolving relationship in which each entity must be flexible and adaptable in order to survive, as in biological ecosystems. There are 8 dimensions of business ecosystems, and the main to focus for winning the games are strategies and technologies. Another problem is climate change, like increasing temperature, flood, drought, rising sea level, and more. All of these affect people there, especially the productive. And you can see that it's not only Mekong region that facing with this problem, but also the rest of the world. There are many solutions for this kind of problems, since it affects the whole world, but there are still. So yes, it would be better if you find a gap which could fulfill the existing projects and make them get more benefits, and show them how valuable of the better change. Next, researchers are increasingly alarmed by the emergence of a strain of drug-resistant malaria in Cambodia called superbug. It stares down the most commonly used anti-malaria drugs. The superbug spread throughout the Mekong area was a serious threat to malaria control and eradication. Moreover, location there can cause many diseases, but since its location were quite far away, there are less accessible of medical treatment in the area. I think medical treatment would be another opportunity to develop, and it is really necessary. Last but not least, I see another good opportunity which benefit people in Mekong region and also the outsiders. Cost reduction for agriculture. The main productive there is from agriculture. So let's think about the number of the better change if you can develop the ideas on this. And let me introduce some good concepts for these opportunities. Recycling revolution aiming towards a zero waste. This was like a win-win strategy. Like, people who want to leave the food, don't just waste it. It would be better to transform the waste into something that could be a benefit like good resources and also reduce wastes at the time. All of these were only presenting some of the wicked problems, some opportunities in the Mekong region, and some ideas that aiming towards the solutions. As the complexity of finding the solutions, the exploring should be continued on, and yes, it takes time. So, start thinking something big and take the action.